A banana?
I can make sure all
Can hear you.
audio is
And
working.
myself.
Check 1, 2. Hello, hello, hello.
I'm probably even
Hello?
more difficult to record now, Toby.
What does that mean?
It means I'm probably even louder now because I've been doing a lot of performing in front of crowds. So.
Live performances.
Yep.
All right.
This is Ryan. I'm getting on my way.
Yes.
Chicken Fried Radio. Call 678-FOUL-RANT. It's foul, like the bird. I'm 13 and I can spell it. Nice show, jackasses.
Chicken Fried Radio. I'm T.E.
I'm Christian.
I'm Ryan.
Holy fucking shit. What the hell just happened?
I feel really weird
He's here.
in a good way.
Marty, there's been a rift in the space-time continuum.
It's your kids, Marty.
It's your kids. Oh my God! It sounds like Ryan Doc.
So Maya's 13.
Yeah, my not only 13.
I haven't seen her in a year.
She is almost 14. She's going to be 14 in February.
And she's still bragging about the fact that she knows how to spell foul. So maybe it's about time to get her hooked on.
Well, I think one of our hosts
off the chives.
One of our
So
hosts.
good at
One of our
homonyms,
hosts
you guys.
didn't even introduce herself.
I know,
This is
because the
Well,
dude.
two of them.
Well, everybody
surprisingly-
got all excited that Ryan was
Right.
here, so the fact that Amy is here is kind of like I was the stand-in.
Hey,
Ryan.
you're the fucking host now. Well, you are the hippie of this. We have
Yeah.
the
Oh, I'm
new
here
hippie
too,
of the
guys.
show.
I was told
My
that
name's
I'm
Emily.
yeah,
no
I was
way.
the new hippie.
We're
I
gonna
was
be
supposed
hippies
to-
together,
Listen,
okay?
we'll be
This
hippies
fucking
together.
stench of patchouli up in this bitch is going to be.
Let me
it's
go
gonna
light
be
some Nog
horrific.
Champa.
Nice.
And,
You already did. Don't
line
fucking
my
lie.
shot.
Hold on,
She-
you
like when-
guys.
I
I'm
smell
trying to
great
focus on
here.
my breath here. Okay, everyone just shh.
See, we were hoping there was going to be a fight for supremacy, like there can be only one, like Highlander style, but they're fucking hippies.
Hippies don't do that. That's the exact opposite of what hippies do.
It's sad, but true.
Well, it is Chicken Fried Radio. We do have a very special guest. Uncle Ryan is here to join us for this episode. By the way, if you have something for the show, you can email us at jackasses@chickenfriedradio.com. You can send us a voicemail. Leave us a voicemail there if you call 678-FOUL-RANT. It's foul like the bird. We're not going to spell it for you. What are you laughing at? Ryan is just like, this is a fucking time warp.
No, I'll
It's
I'll tell you what I'm
true.
laughing at. That jukebox still doesn't fucking work. Does
Oh.
it?
No.
Damn it. Fucking Ryan. Jesus Christ. Ryan, we'll get into this. We haven't seen Ryan in a while.
A long time.
Some things have changed in different people's lives, and who knows what.
Oh no!
Anyway,
everything's exactly the same.
it's all the same. Anyway, 678 foul rant, foul like the bird. We're not going to spell it for you. We did just to let you listeners know at home. By the way, this is the holy fucking shit, it's the holidays episode. So Ryan's a little early Christmas present for us. It's your presence is our present.
And he left a little something in our stockings too.
Jesus. We did. Ryan just kind of like, we got a message, and I guess we kind of dropped the ball. We were hoping that he wouldn't realize that recording was today.
That's good.
But,
That's actually, that is, I actually had that thought.
Oh no!
I know. I totally did. No, I totally was like, yeah, they probably don't want me to be there. So.
No, God. So I didn't see Ryan's message until later, and then I'm like, oh shit, and so I messaged him back like, hey, we're recording right now, and he's like, okay, I'll be there in a minute.
It's true, I did.
So literally he jumped in his car, ran over here, ran in the door, and we're recording within like 5 minutes of Ryan showing up. And so this is completely unrehearsed, unprepped,
and with the message, like I left within like 2 minutes of you sending me the message to come over.
Well,
so.
He just left a Ryan-shaped hole in the side of his house.
And I have not been to this house yet. I have not. I mean, I haven't.
Well, you have now.
No, you haven't been here
right.
before. Yes.
But and I haven't seen you in probably a year, and I haven't seen you in a little while. I never met Christian's new wife.
He's just pointing, ladies and gentlemen, of the podcast.
I'm doing a visual for this.
Well,
we are broadcasting live, by the way. That is a new thing for Chicken Fried Radio. If you visit our chickenfriedradio.com, or if you go over to just go there. We'll put up a link. So we do broadcast these live, so you can watch the live feed and listen live if you have no fucking life. So there's that. But yeah. So if you want to see Uncle Ryan, go over to Chicken Fried Radio. Check out our YouTube channel, and you can check out the video of this recording. Everybody's seen that one, Ryan. What?
Yeah, but I was going to say Ryan's reputation precedes him now.
What does that mean? I don't.
He's a man about town, man.
Am I?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. You were involved in the emo puppet band.
That's true. I am the guitarist for an emo puppet band.
Bam.
Do you play the guitar, or does the puppet play the guitar?
Well,
he's not going to give away a magician.
I just want to. This is your new lady. Wait,
I was introduced on the last show. I'm who he's fucking this time.
This is my current wife.
We said that nothing could possibly go wrong with this.
Right. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but I just want to point out that you just asked me if a puppet played the guitar.
I don't know how good you are at puppetry.
Okay, that's a good point. No, I play guitar.
Could be some Muppets up in this bitch. They could play a fucking guitar. What's wrong with you?
They can write
some emo puppet band you have.
I play guitar, and then there's a guy.
While the other guy drinks a glass of water.
And the other guy he runs the guitarist puppet.
Yeah.
So.
So it is complicated.
It is.
Well, now your secret's out.
That's right. So yeah. And what sucks about it though is that the fucking puppet gets all the credit.
Doesn't it?
I'm back there working my ass off,
all
playing,
the
being
go for the puppet.
being the best musician I've ever been in my life. And this guy and people are cheering for the fucking puppet. I'm like, guys, I'm right here.
Wow.
No, it's super fun. I love it. Fragile Rock. That's what we're called.
Fragile Rock.
Yes,
nice.
And you can find us on Facebook, and we have a regular gig at
nobody don't come
Empire
in.
Control Room.
You are here to pimp your shit. That's the whole reason you fucking showed up.
And there's a lot of it.
No,
too.
go ahead. Keep pimping. So
Okay, can we run the clip?
Okay. But yeah, Fragile Rock is a blast.
Cool.
So,
very nice.
yeah.
Very nice. Do we just want to jump into this? Do we want to just now that Ryan is here? Do you want to ambush him with now that we're I'm really
bring it.
We were talking about this the other day, and I don't know when it happened, but you unfriended me on Facebook.
I did?
Ryan.
What? I don't understand. What? Huh?
This happened.
Wait, what? What? Why would I? What?
I was very confused.
Interesting. I don't remember doing that. I honestly don't remember doing that.
We figured that's what
Well, you
would
weren't drunk.
say.
What's
We
your
figured
excuse?
That's probably true.
Yeah.
I probably wasn't drunk.
Yeah.
We
were friends on there for a little while. I
Yeah.
had met you because we've been together for 3 years now.
Right, we've met a couple times.
and we've met a few times, and we had friended, and then
Here's what probably happened. I was probably
He's had enough time to make something.
I was
up.
going to no, I was going. Hey, I need zero time to make something up. I was
Improv.
Exactly.
Yes, and.
Oh, is Ryan into improv?
Did you unfriend me? Yes, and that's not right. I unfriended you.
I was probably going through like quickly. Every once once every 3 or 4 months, I go through and just unfriend everybody I don't recognize.
Yeah, just
and I probably
didn't recognize.
I probably
Just,
was going through, and you probably got caught up in that.
That or,
Or you got new glasses or something, and he just didn't
he
recognize
was like,
you.
oh, he just unfriends all the people who post stupid things. Is what he's trying to like. Is that what you're trying to say, Ryan?
And then you
No.
put up a braggy status about if I left
If
you,
you're still
welcome.
here, if you're reading this, then you're cool.
Bye, Felicia.
My feed is not big enough for 2 hippies. He's
No.
like, I can be the only hippie on here,
Oh,
so
my
I
feed
got to
is-
get rid of this chick. Yeah,
My
is
feed
that
is
what it
like
was?
nothing but hippies. But no, it totally was not intentional. So I would be happy to refriend you.
Do it
Well,
now.
you're gonna have to make the. You're gonna have to
I'm
make
gonna have
the
to make the effort.
overture.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
We're
make
waiting.
the first move there. So
Yeah, do
Hold
it right
on
now.
one second.
Right now. Welcome to 2015. We can do this right now. Okay.
And it makes for thrilling radio.
All right.
Oh, this is good radio.
Yeah.
Maybe a Facebook sound will play.
Somebody needs to describe it. Somebody needs to narrate.
Paul, can we get
Narrate.
a little bit of
Ryan is
There you go.
is on his
Adding some,
phone, so
friend music
this
here?
is. I don't. What do we? So basically, every human in Western
I
civilization.
didn't mean he had to do it right now.
No, I do.
No, he.
Oh, I'm
Some
doing
fun.
it right
Okay.
now.
All right.
Well, if we want to talk about like weird Facebook stuff.
Yeah, let's. Why not?
So one of the our stay in Seattle was bookended by a couple of disasters, and also there were a bunch of disasters in
the
between.
middle, too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
As I understand.
But one of the second bookend was her car got broken into. The same place where my car was totaled the first day we got there.
And then 5 years previous, his friend had parked his car there, and it had gotten totaled. So it's
There's
just a
some strange
haunted parking
vortex.
space.
Yeah.
Haunted parking space.
where this
where is this space?
dovetails into Facebook.
Okay.
Is she found out? Emily here found out who broke into the car and stole $500 and a bunch of other shit.
So the car was broken into.
Okay, Encyclopedia
stole
Brown.
It was the last day in Seattle, so it was packed and ready to move.
Oh,
And so
wow.
they had stolen the laptops, the tablets, $500 in cash, a bunch of credit cards, my IDs, everything. They had gotten my phone and ditched it once they realized it was a straight talk phone and had no street value. And so that was found in a parking structure, and this lady found me on Facebook, and she sent the phone back. When I got it, the thief had logged herself into Facebook on my phone.
Nice.
Her name is
Wow.
Ashley Freeman. Do we need to bleep that?
No,
anyway.
fuck that.
No.
Fuck
No.
Ashley Freeman.
Ashley Freeman.
Peckers, this is
Ashley Freeman, the thief. No.
Ashley
Are you
Freeman,
afraid
the
of
thief.
ruining her
Seattle.
reputation?
Yeah, and her friend Bobby Birdsong, because his
Bobby Birdsong, the thief.
because his phone was linked to mine over Bluetooth.
What's up, bird?
They had taken selfies of themselves that had backed up to my Dropbox, and even though they deleted them off the phone, I still had them. So I sent them to the
Wow.
Seattle
So these
Police
are
Department.
smart people.
Bobby.
Yes, clearly.
I just
Well-
want. Wait. I want to step back a step. You actually like this criminal's name was Bobby
Birdsong.
Birdsong.
That's what he goes by
Was
on
this-
Facebook.
was
He goes
this
by
a-
Bird.
Was this a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical that you got caught in or something? What the fuck?
So I sent all of her
Birdsong.
information
Bobby
to the Seattle
Birdsong.
Police Department, and they said, "Thanks, we'll update your file."
Oh yeah, nothing's ever
So
gonna
they
happen.
didn't do anything?
No, they didn't do anything.
Well-
so instead, I just stayed logged in to her Facebook for a couple of months and just read the feed, which was fascinating.
Oh,
these
why-
these
no,
illiterate folks that, and not to be racist,
You-
there were all kinds of illiterate
you
folks
didn't-
of every color.
You didn't change her. You could have had so
could've
much fun.
blocked her out.
Changed her
Could've locked
fucking
her out.
I've got
password.
lots of her nasty pictures still. You want to see some?
Yeah.
Look, why you
Wow.
lock her out of her own? You lock
Are
her
they
out of her
any
own
good?
Facebook, and then you start posting. Oh, you could have. Oh, so
we
much
found,
fun.
We found so many people that we were enamored by. I think our favorite was Chris Macadocious. Chris Macadociousness, who posts all of his statuses in rap lyrics. So that's
Nice.
that's
Yeah.
very
Nice.
fun.
I just want to say, Amy, the ball is in your court.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
Let's bring this full circle.
No, I'm going to make him wait. Yeah,
Ooh,
I'm
you
not
probably
picking up
should.
my phone. Yeah,
You probably should.
I've waited a long time for this.
You got to get your satisfaction.
Now, usually, what happens is I'll go through this period where it's like I'll have there'll be some like ridiculous post or some ridiculous argument on Facebook, and then I'll just be like, "Fuck it, I'm unfriending everyone except."
It takes a lot to get me to that
so,
point. I think
yeah.
the last time I unfriended someone was because she posted a picture of her swollen pregnancy feet, and it was just a little much for me.
it was just. Were you grossed out?
It was just a step too far. I don't.
Oh, I get it. Feet.
A step too far. Waka waka.
It was just too much.
God, I want to read some Chris Macadociousness shit.
I
It's
know.
really,
I think
really
my
good
favorite
stuff.
was bitch spends so much time on her knees she ain't even got feet.
Love that too.
Oh yeah, Chris.
Great.
Macadociousness.
Yeah.
Fighting those hip hop stereotypes I see.
Well, he brags a lot also about just blowing snot on people. Am I right?
Yeah, I think his subtitled name on Facebook is "I blow my nose."
I blow my nose on you. Do you blow your nose at me, sir? I do my blow my nose, but not.
So the phone was recovered, the actual bag that everything in was recovered, and his contacts were in one of the pockets of my bag, and that was it.
Wow.
And
That's
nothing
it.
else.
That's it.
Wow.
And the Seattle PD did jack shit. They're like,
course.
Yeah, they're like, call us when something bad
Well,
happens to Macklemore. Otherwise,
they did shame
fuck
me
you.
a little bit about what I considered valuable because I went to file a police report and they said, "So what got stolen?" I said, "Well, it was $500 of cash, a couple of credit cards, my IDs, 2 tablets, a laptop. Is that it?
Is that
and a Hunger Games audiobook." And they go, "Well, if you consider that valuable."
Wow.
Did they
that's
really
a
say that?
Oh yes.
Fucking Seattle PD.
What do you want? A partridge in a
no.
motherfucking pear tree, asshole. Look, I was violated.
Oh, not David. Not a David Eggers book then. Well, oh yes, Hunger Games.
That's right. Seattle.
Yes.
Seattle.
Yes.
What would be
Right.
the author from Seattle that they would all revere?
It's a Jonathan Franzen audiobook. Well, this is entirely different. Call the squad out. Let's go, gentlemen. Oh, the Hunger Games. Consider that valuable.
Come along, Lieutenant Dan Savage.
Next, she'll want us to recover her Twilight books.
Yes.
So this is the holy shit, it's the holidays episode. Emily is over there wearing a Merry
Christmas with cows.
there.
What are you doing here? You gonna do some
Sweatshirts.
cross promotion?
Oh, am I cross promoting?
Yeah,
Well,
do some-
Ryan got
Oh,
to.
fuck
true. That's
me.
true.
Are you what? So you have something to? So tell us. You have a.
She's promoting Christmas.
What do you want to promote?
Not really, but I did do another podcast today.
She's been singing other podcasts.
There we go. I don't know what happened. I don't know. She's saying something. She was trying to. I don't know. Talk.
Are
Something's
you
gone.
already turning mics off?
Something's gone wrong with her microphone.
I've been back for 15 minutes.
Something's gone wrong with her microphone.
Next, what's
Oh,
going to
I'm
happen
sorry.
is
No.
I'm going to throw a tantrum and leave. What else? What are you going to do?
Start drinking again.
There you go.
Oh no. Go ahead. Tell us what you wanted. You wanted to promote something. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's just another podcast.
Well,
network
go
that I
ahead.
hang out.
Come on.
Red Cow Entertainment.
That's very good. That's nice. I don't know.
Damn it.
I don't know what happened. It's so fucking weird. Man, these. It's just this old. See, look, now mine's going out. It's just crappy old equipment. Sorry. There we go.
It's the same equipment.
No, that's
Must
a new
be
mixer.
brand new
It's a
mixer.
brand new
The
mixer.
mics
Yeah.
are the
yeah, the mic's
Same
the same.
mics.
Nobody cares about your fucking podcast.
Toby.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Toby.
What? Wait. Yes.
I
Ryan.
mentioned oh god, way back, blast from the past. Violet Crown Radio Players. I'm assistant directing a Conan improv show right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And so I've been spewing all this Mark Finn,
Mumbo jumbo.
Robert E. Howard stuff
Yeah.
for people. It's been really interesting.
Does Mark Finn know?
He does, but I think Mark is probably offended by the idea of a Conan improv show. Yeah, it's probably disrespectful.
Oh, because Robert Howard is scripture, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And you must not deviate from it because
Exactly.
that's haram.
That's not in the canon. Sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Non-canonical.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Hey,
Thanks.
Holy shit!
Holidays.
You got some.
anybody want to say anything about
You got some stuff?
the
What do you-
holidays coming up?
I don't know. I thought you wanted the keyboard here.
This moment is actually kind of an interesting. This is like my first holiday moment where you're like sitting around with people that you haven't seen in a long time, that you have lots of history with, that there might be a little tension.
Yeah.
Why would there be tension?
I don't know.
Well, it's early yet.
Is there
It hasn't
tension?
bubbled to the
I
surface
don't know.
yet.
Like apparently Ryan thinks there is.
Ryan has tension.
Ryan has something tension about.
What's he filling with in his pocket?
No, I'm fine.
Whatever. Fine.
What are you, women arguing or something?
Why is he sharpening that machete? What are you doing? Okay.
So
What are your plans? What are your plans for the holidays, Toby?
what just happened to Christian? I don't understand.
That was
This is my attempt to try to keep us on.
Oh, all right.
On the
plans
theme.
for the holidays. I don't know. What are we doing for the holidays, honey? We're gonna. Well, we get to go. Oh God, we get to go up to well, actually, this
No,
is
this
going to
is
be the 15th.
Christmas
so never mind.
holidays.
Christmas
not
holidays.
the-
Whew.
yeah, Christmas
We're
holidays.
recording this early. What are we doing? I
You
don't
and
even
the
know.
kid are going to take a little
Oh,
trip.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe go somewhere that
New
there's
York,
snow.
London, the mountains. I don't know yet. I have a little side gig now, a little very, very part-time job that I work a couple of days a month, and I throw bags for Delta, so I get flight benefits.
Cool.
So I get to fly
Oh.
free wherever I want
smart.
worldwide. So I'm gonna take the. What are these two doing over here?
Looking at notes.
Conspiratorial.
I have something to say about holidays.
Okay.
Very
Fuck 'em.
very interesting. No, they're
Oh.
they're fine. But so a year ago I married a Jewish woman. And so about 2 years ago, I started to get to experience all the Jewish holidays firsthand. So
really?
that has been interesting.
So
yes.
what's your
They have a
favorite?
lot. There's a lot of holidays.
No shit.
All
There's
year.
a lot of
All
holidays.
year there's
Yeah,
something.
I know.
Yeah.
Passover's good. I like Passover. It's pretty cool. This is pretty cool.
He put, like
Hanukkah.
he just lifted it up. So they're trying to work out this their headphones over here. And Christian just lifted it up. Lifted it up. It was out of the way, and he just lifted it up and just dropped it immediately. Like, nah, fuck all y'all.
Yeah, so Passover, Hanukkah, all that stuff, like hanging out with her family on those days. It's been interesting.
Right.
So whole new set of holidays.
That Middle Eastern death cult is a weird fucking religion. When
You're
you
not
really
kidding,
think about,
man.
I mean, Passover. Let's splash a bunch of blood on our fucking door.
There's
so
not a
God doesn't kill us.
There's not a religion in the world
It's
that
bizarre.
isn't bizarre.
Religions are
Isn't
pretty fucking
crazy
weird.
fucking bizarre. So
I'm a Jainist.
I'm a
There's
Zoroastrian.
There's nothing bizarre about that.
I'm a Zoroastrian.
Yeah, I like those open-air burials you guys have. That's some fascinating shit right there. So how does your wife feel like being one of the 7 families in the world that control the entire planet's
Well,
money
I mean,
supply?
it's a career move because she's going to be able to get
Yeah,
him
well, you
into
know what's
all the
cool?
media.
Are you in with the Illuminati?
Yeah,
side?
of course.
Okay.
Now that you're married, now that I'm married in, it's so totally sweet. Like, I go into stores and I don't have to pay for things.
Right.
People just give me stuff and I walk out. I get a stipend every month, just cash dropped in a
great.
bag at the door. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's like being an American Indian, except you don't get to keep your foreskin. What?
I get it. I get it.
he
I
gets
actually
it.
know a guy
He gets
who,
it. Well,
because
he's
he's
in on the
still in a
Jewish jokes
tribe.
now, so.
A guy I work with who I think he still gets like because he's part of a tribe. He still gets like a monthly.
Yes. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
Is that not well known? Is that not
What?
common
Probably not.
knowledge
Yes.
that
Some-
the American Indians, most of them do get a stipend. Many of them from casinos.
I'd say most. I'm out of my depth with facts here, but I would be careful
Well,
using the word most.
welcome to Chicken Fried Radio.
Alaska natives? do
Keep
as
pressing
well.
the issue, Christian. See what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, if you live in Alaska, you get a stipend.
That's true.
Well, there's
Yes.
two different kinds of
We talked
stipends.
about this
There's
today.
there is if you're an Alaska native, but also there's the PFD, which is the Permanent Fund Disposal.
said
Why?
Dispersal.
Why do smart women like you?
Wind up.
If you
I can make him
idiots
do
like me.
whatever I want. I lived in
Just
Alaska
kidding.
for 6 years.
if you
I've
live
been to
in
Alaska recently.
if you live over off of Brody, you get a stipend. What is that? The Sunset Valley.
Valley.
You realize this? That there's
Unincorporated.
it's a little town that's
yeah.
just on the outskirts of Austin, surrounded by Austin, and essentially it's almost all just strip centers and giant strip malls.
Yeah, I got a speeding ticket there.
Well, there are so few residents, and they bring in so much income from tax monies for the businesses that everybody who lives there doesn't pay property taxes. They get money every year.
Fucking A.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Man,
So yeah.
that's how it should
Now,
be.
if you were an Indian living there, man, you'd be set.
Jewish
Jewish Indian in Sunset Valley,
Holy
with a
shit.
house in Alaska. Holy
money would
shit.
just like shoot out of
Oh
your
my
ears.
God. When you were on, if you was on the welfare too, then you'd be raking it in.
Holidays.
Holidays.
You have
Okay.
something to say about holidays, Christian?
Sure I
You
do.
look like you do. Christian has a notebook with writing in it.
It's a spiral.
Well, it's this really pretty female writing.
Oh.
Because this.
Well, we've been
little
working on his
pretty
penmanship.
female
That's
writing.
why he dates the smart women, so
Right.
they can write for him.
And she's also teaching
So I
me to
can take his
read.
dictation.
That's right. All right. So she wrote a song, really.
Well, this was inspired by a comment you guys got on your
Which we talked
Facebook.
about.
I don't. Did
We
we
didn't
talk
talk
about it
about
last
that.
No,
episode?
this was.
No, we didn't talk
I think
about
we
this
talked
one.
about it off
Are
mic.
you guys gonna
Oh.
sing this?
He
We
is.
are.
I'm too.
No, what?
Damn,
Why
wish I
would
had my
you?
guitar.
What?
Bashful.
No, you're not.
Well, nobody cares about my fucking podcast. You hear about that?
Oh, now go ahead. Come on. Tell us all about it.
I'll jingle the bells.
So tell us it. So tell us all about it. Go ahead.
So I don't even know it's even my place. I mean, we got the 3 original peaches here. We could talk about the missing 4th ghost if you want to.
The original peaches.
Yeah.
As
Got
in,
the-
really love your peaches. Want to shake your tree?
What are,
What are you talking about?
are they?
I'm talking about the original.
Is
host
this like
here.
some
We're talk-
couple speak over
She's
here?
making.
Where they're...
I believe that she's making a reference to the other host who isn't here.
I don't feel right talking about Abby, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well,
So
there we go.
will you describe what she said on
Yeah,
Facebook?
that's fine. I mean, so we made a big announcement. Hey, Chicken Fried Radio's coming back, and a few people were excited about it. And she posted up a link to the Kids in the Hall miniseries from a couple of years ago. And there's a scene. Kevin McDonald has this 30-year-old cat that clearly just wants to be put out of its fucking misery, and he's like, I don't know what's wrong with my cat. And the vet, played by Dave Foley, just says, why don't you just let the thing die? Just let the fucking cat die. Let the cat die.
Yep.
So so clearly it's a message to us.
So now
I
we're.
He's a
don't, I
non-believer.
don't
This is
think.
Jerry's apartment, and
Yeah,
this is
did
a
you-
cat.
yes, it
This
did mean
is-
it. You should see Mad Captain Ian's. We
Yeah.
talked about this the last show. Mad Captain Ian left us this story in
No, he's
our.
no longer known as Mad
I'm
Captain
sorry.
Ian.
The
Sean.
world's most successful stalker left us a story in our
a bit of an
subreddit,
ingrate, as it
in,
turns
in
out.
our subreddit, about how he used to go over to his friend Jerry's shitty apartment when he was in college, and they drank too much, and there was trash everywhere.
Watched Adult Swim.
And they watched Adult Swim, and now he visited Jerry a few months ago, and Jerry's living in substantially the same circumstances in another shitty apartment that's a little bit bigger, but I shit you not, he put Adult Swim on TV, and it was just an entire, I'm going to shit all over the fact that you guys are doing this podcast. So
Still, again.
Because everything is exactly the same.
right. Yeah, no shit, right? Yeah, our lives haven't changed
Not
at all.
And
So
you're
inspired-
welcome for the blissful marriage.
Right. So inspired by the well wishers, we wrote a holiday song for.
Yes, we did.
for
All
the-
right, let's
You
let's
want to
hear it.
grab my balls over there? Or?
Oh, sure.
There you go. All right.
Yeah,
There's
see,
a lot of
I
balls.
don't, I
Is
don't
that
know.
for everyone to play with?
Whatever
Or,
you want.
okay.
Look, there's enough of my balls to go
Yeah,
around.
see, I don't know. Yeah, why would I ever bring up tension, right? Why would I ever bring up tension? That's just not even in the realm of possibility.
I don't know if I know how to play with Christian.
Oh, you have no idea. I'd say they basically they play with themselves. Really,
Okay.
you just have to kind of.
They do seem to be doing well.
So just for atmosphere,
All right. Yeah, I know. Oh, that's too hard. That's. Okay. I've got-
Gentle,
I mean,
cup
he's-
them
he's sensible.
gently.
Well, I do got to pick up my prescription after this. All right. Okay. So this is called "Let It Die." I'm really singing this alone because I don't even know how the bridge goes.
Oh, okay. Well,
So you
I'll help with
could
that
you
part.
do the bridge?
Sure.
Okay.
You guys
here we
even
go.
brought a guitar that you're not like you just
I know,
set
but
it
I
in
can't.
here
I
in the
can't
middle
hold
of
it. I know.
They
I
got a
can't.
guitar everywhere.
Give me the guitar.
They're
What?
Well, I mean,
the-
traveling
don't-
folk singers.
tell me the chords.
Well,
you know
see,
how
the
to play
chords
Let
are
It
on my
Snow?
phone.
I play in a fucking emo puppet
Okay.
band.
Okay.
It's true.
I like this idea. Do you know how to play Let It Snow?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's do it.
Do you know that? Well, do you know? I
Well,
mean,
it's
can you give me
D-
3 chords?
Yeah. D A7.
Can you hum a few bars?
Wow, this is going
you give me a hammer?
fantastic.
You can
What a
cut. You
great
can cut all
episode.
this out
It's called
later.
the magic of editing.
This
And
episode
for the-
sucks.
One or two people who
Episode
are
is
watching
terrible.
this.
Where's the
There are people
guitar?
watching us.
Nope, no, 0 viewers. 0
Who the hell
viewers.
is watching
we
us?
had one. We had one for the first
Yeah,
one.
yes.
Wasn't
Zero.
that
Oh,
us?
who was it?
No,
Wasn't that us?
Who
just
was
walked
it?
in?
Do we know who it was?
No, just somebody watching our YouTube channel.
Okay. No, it's so D A7 D. There's an F diminished in there.
Just why don't you give the tablature to him?
Oh, here we go.
That's fine.
And a guitar.
And that.
I'm like,
Would you
I'm
like
like,
to- I can't hold this.
I'm
and
not
that
magic.
And my guitar all at the same time.
You're juggling a lot of balls.
Yeah.
Big ones.
Hey, did I mention I'm married now?
you may have.
Congratulations! How's that going?
Just celebrated a year.
We've
What?
all gotten married within
I
the
know.
past year.
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
You guys
That's right. We got married at almost exactly the same
We were
time.
November 1st.
And
You
we were
guys
November 7th.
Yeah, because you guys were. We were
That's
on
right,
our
we were on
honeymoon
our
and
honeymoon,
couldn't
that's
go
why
to your
we
That's
wedding.
right.
Which is why Ryan unfriended you.
I
Oh,
suspected.
can't go to my fucking wedding?
suspected, yeah.
Well, how about this,
No.
bitch?
It was much worse, like all the people that I couldn't invite, because it's like
That's
we,
why we went to Vegas.
yeah, because I mean, like
Said,
we
"Screw
invited
that
like
idea."
200 or 150 to 200 people or something, and and you're still like not inviting all these people that you're really close to. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
How do I?
Yeah, we did. We really did. We were like, let's just go to Vegas, and if you can make it here, great. If not, we don't fucking care.
Finish.
Yeah, we just went to the Justice of the Peace and
Good idea.
didn't tell anybody.
Good.
And then our boss dragged us in and asked us what the deal was about not telling her.
Did you go on your lunch break? You came back late from lunch,
We
married?
did go on a
Yeah.
Saturday, but you know the one thing that we weren't prepared for is that the kids would be fucking assholes.
Oh my god, the whole time.
Were they with you? They came
Yeah.
too?
Yeah,
because it was a
well, I
Saturday,
mean, we
so-
couldn't
They were
like time to a
ridiculous.
hitching post. They had to
Yeah.
come in.
We tried.
No, you
did
can.
try.
You can.
Time to hitching post in this state, maybe. Okay. Okay, you ready? So you
One
see?
second.
Oh, you're tuning it a bit.
He's
Haven't
tuning
played
his
it.
emo puppet guitar.
Oh, he's
Look at how can he do that with his little felt hands? I don't understand. It's
really
pretty
trippy.
impressive.
well. He uses open tuning.
He's
very
pulling the
impressive.
strings
Our
rather effectively
big
on the,
our
the
big
puppet
anthem
as well as the
is
guitar.
called "Stay Felt."
That's cute.
There's an overhead hand clapping part in it.
An overhead?
Yes.
Hand clapping? Okay.
I once wrote a puppet
Here I am.
show that Ryan was in, and he got very angry with me about the puppet show because there was a scene in there. He was like, "Puppets can't do this. This is ridiculous."
Was he in the puppet show you showed me? You
No,
you
I
showed
did.
me
I showed her the fucking one that we
Yeah,
did.
the living the dream.
Living the dream.
The office humor
Ryan
one.
didn't do anything in that.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, this was years before that.
Well,
Ryan.
Oh,
I heard.
okay,
I could
okay.
hear you.
It was
and
for
you.
church. We did a puppet show at church, and I wrote it. And I wrote a scene
remember
where like it was a whole Cats in the Cradle thing where like puppets were playing in the back. I just like basically wrote this stream of content. Like I was like, you guys figure it out. I don't care how you get this across, but here's what it is. And it was like a big scene. And
I do not remember.
and
this
Ryan
at all.
was all he got very bent out of shape because he did. He's looking at the script. He's like, "What the fuck is all this?" And I'm like, "Well, it's just like." It's like a montage. It's a montage. And he's like,
do
and
a
he's like,
montage
we can't
with
fucking.
puppets."
It's fucking puppets. Like we can't. How am I fucking supposed to do this? And I'm like, I
Would you
don't
unlock your
know.
phone?
It's not. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
All right. It's just.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, I hold a grudge.
Okay.
Clearly. More tension.
And now you're holding my
rising.
balls. There you go. The EA7. all right.
F diminished, really?
Yeah, it's after. No, I said the same thing.
Well,
You know
what you
what?
said was, I don't know how to play F diminished.
That is what I said. I'm feeling diminished by it. You could probably even skip the F diminished.
Man, in the hands of a master, it sounds so wonderful.
Shut the fuck up. God damn. Oh. The only time I will ever get away with saying that is I'm gonna hear it later, I'm sure. Oh. Hey girl.
Hey,
Hey, you ready to do this?
sing a song to your ex-wife?
Yeah.
Speaking of tension,
All right, I'm ready when you guys are.
All right. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
A 1, a 2. It's the me. It's the reunion that no one wanted. By our former selves we're haunted. So now the 10 years have gone by. Let it die, let it die, let it die. This never did make us money. And we used to be fresh and funny. Who's talking about Cobalt? That's simply the reason why. Let it die, let it die, let it die.
Do you remember there was a time
There was?
when we made it to the iTunes front page?
What the fuck is that?
And we took that as our sign.
Here's your sign.
That podcasts were all the rage.
My cat has one. But disbanded. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, shall we do
Wow.
that last part
Yeah,
again?
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't
Start
know
that
we
verse
were doing.
again.
Catch
So,
that.
Last verse. Ready? And but now the Peckerhead army's disbanded. All right. And less than half our jokes have landed. But it's so hard to say goodbye. Let it die, let it die, let it die. One more time. Let it die, let it die, let it die. To all you non-believers, fuck you.
this show sucks.
And have a Merry Christmas.
Interesting. So I wonder if they're just doing a bit just fucking with us, like, oh, fucking let it die, or if they're
Always
being, or if they're
ever
really
the optimist,
being
Ryan.
assholes. You never know.
Ryan. It could be. It's
Well,
possible.
I still talk to them on a regular basis. So,
Oh, a regular
you know.
basis.
Oh, you're friends with them on Facebook.
Loyalty.
Boom.
Can you hand me that again there? All right, there we go. Good job. You guys do know that he plays lead guitar in a puppet band. Right?
Yeah.
He's the lead puppet.
And the whole time I was playing that, I was like, man, you really don't sound like you play guitar in a band.
Yeah, it's a puppet
Blame the
band.
guitar, I do. All right. Hey, how about some weird?
How about some weird holiday links? What do you
Hey!
think?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me give you a little keyboard, buddy.
All right.
I don't know why we haven't made it to morning radio yet.
Where's somewhere around here is a thing that runs a mouse.
Yeah.
A mouse thing.
Is it the one directly in front of
Oh,
you?
this one. Here. Hey.
Oh yeah. Cool. Got it. All right.
Right on,
Right
brother.
on. Why don't we begin with an interesting gift for pet owners out there?
Why don't we?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
We're pet
this
owners.
is something that
This
Emily.
is appropriate.
pet
Yeah,
owner.
we have-
Okay, I
we
was
have
going to
two
mention this
cats,
because
yeah.
I have never known Toby to be a pet person, and yet there is clearly cat hair on the the bathroom mat.
There's cat hair in my eyes. I noticed it
Oh,
when I
no.
first came in.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's very mild. Don't worry.
We
about
also
it.
just got
no
a
big
cat.
deal. No big deal.
Or
You need a Zyrtec? I usually
I do
pass
have
them
a
out at
cat.
the door.
I'm good, but thank you.
Okay.
We have
Very
a
much.
cat, and here's our
See, I
second
should be friends with her and none of the rest of you on Facebook.
hippie power.
Well, you're part of the way there.
Just
You're also
figured
not friends with me on Facebook.
I didn't get a request from you.
Girl.
All right then.
So in addition to being now utterly obsessed with improv, since I got married and moved in with my girlfriend and all that 2 years ago, I'm also now totally obsessed with pugs. In fact, because we
Dude.
have a pug. So tonight,
like
in
the
fact,
dogs, like the actual.
yes. So tonight, in fact, I am going to a pug charity event.
Hold on. Now.
I'm totally serious. So there you go.
Is there ever some sort of like a community meeting at whatever like Buddhist temple that you frequent, where they're like, are there any ideas for anything that we should do?
His
this month? And you're
Facebook
like,
photo is
why
him
don't
with a
we
pug
do
mask
a
on?
pug themed
It's true. It is.
It
improv
is.
show?
I just found him.
Ryan is basically turning into like an old lesbian.
Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much.
I love the improv. I'm Jewish and I've got pugs.
It's true.
I really hope the lesbian bed death doesn't.
Lesbians get to have sex with women. So
Yeah,
there you
there
go.
you go. So for the pet owners out there, cats, pug
Speaking
owners.
of pussy, so we do have a cat named Burgess Meredith.
Here, you want me to run that thing since you seem to be having some trouble?
Well, I haven't.
Hand me
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Just
I hear you.
just
Just
toss it.
one
Uh,
okay.
A
There you
cat
go.
named Burgess Meredith.
It's true.
Does he do those amazing animals segment on That's Incredible? Never mind. That is a really old reference. My apologies.
We already
Already done old references.
last episode it
yeah.
was Johnny Carson references and
Yeah, that's
And the
true.
Munsters.
The Munsters.
The Munsters and
I
Fall Out
always
Boy.
I always liked the Harlem Globetrotters on when they showed up on Scooby Doo.
Me too.
Right.
You always think the
What is
Washington
this?
Generals
Oh.
are going to win
There
this
you go.
one.
That's
This
the one.
here we go. We're talking about this
Why don't
thing
you
right
talk
here.
about this one? This is your story.
Oh, well, someone on my Facebook actually posted this, which is the only reason I saw it. It's the Twinkle Tush.
Tell us more about the Twinkle Tush.
Well, do you think cat buttholes are gross?
Ridiculously so.
So unsightly. So
Star
you
thing.
can buy
I've
this.
seen those for people, but I've never seen one for a cat.
You never invite me to your party.
Well, you don't
I've
actually.
gotten more interesting.
You don't actually put it in their butt. You put it over their butthole. It attaches to their tail.
You do
and-
not sodomize your cat in this process.
not
You
with,
just
not
cat
with this.
adorned.
There's a cat who looks. Okay, wait. I just want to point out where. So the website we're talking about here is called twinkletush.com, and it's got plenty of pictures of cats.
Licking
with
their-
yeah, but there's one here that really gets to me. So this cat is looking very concerned, and it says your kitty secretly wants it.
Give your cat what it really
rape
wants.
baiting on the
Oh,
kitty
yes.
website. Yeah.
Kitty
Can we-
rape.
It's
baiting.
very triggering.
Could we also talk about the fact that I'm surprised that twinkletush.com was available?
Me too. So just explain to everyone. I think you sort of did. but-
Sorry, it's a jewel.
No,
it's a jewel that
cool.
covers your cat's butthole.
It is,
So-
yeah, it's a jewel that hangs on their tail and covers your cat's butt. And I like how
It's
you
like a
pointed it
necklace
out.
for their tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
like a necklace
I
for their
said, I've seen these for people, and you're like, oh no, it's not the one that goes in your butt. And I'm like, oh, so she.
I'm glad someone caught it.
Oh, I caught it.
So Never mind. There's just too much. There's just too much.
I don't see how to order.
Uh,
Where is the
well,
order now link?
yeah.
I'm disappointed.
That's a really
I
good
want to
point.
buy these in bulk.
Is there
I'm
anything
going
more
to
to
give
it?
them as Christmas presents.
Oddly. Oh, here we go.
Oh, okay.
Here we
Oh,
go.
I
Oh,
see
we've
now.
got a little
Wait,
little
what?
video.
Whoa, what is
Do
the
we want to
video?
watch this video?
Okay, that looks like a stripper pole with a cat.
It does.
Is
It
that
does.
what that is? Play that, please.
It's only 56 seconds. Here we go.
I don't know who likes to show no
Oh, come
A
on.
little
YouTube.
Australian child singing about Twinkle
What's
Toes.
going on?
so.
Let's try this again. Here we
Yeah,
go.
how's that Google Fiber working out?
Oh.
I don't
Ouch.
know who likes to show
Fuck it.
no sparkle on
Oh, you're killing me.
It's killing me.
Yeah.
Killing me too. Let's try it on YouTube.
Mostly because I'm
Let's
trying to
So,
predict the lyrics.
Google
I-
Fiber
I-
is
I've
being
got a
laid as we
cat who
speak
likes to show
Nice.
in our front
We're
yard.
trying this
Awesome.
again.
Yes.
One more time. We're trying it.
Counting the days.
place below. Who likes to show no sparkle on that place below? My donker dog is really lush. I have to show my twinkle brush. Keep your beauty veiled and safe. Just show your
Veiled and
sparkle
safe.
and a wave. The
I don't think this
twinkle
offers any
brush will
protective
never
properties.
No.
So
You want to hear my
cute,
rant
honey,
about this?
for all to know.
Yes.
Yeah. This is the stupidest fucking thing in the world. I can't. So, this is an animal that lives in your house. You have to see its butt every once in a while. You can't stand that.
However-
so you buy something to hang over it that's going to draw more attention to it in the first place.
I'm
Not to
not
mention-
convinced this is legit.
Get
Yeah,
the
I
fuck
am-
over
I'm
yourself.
really not convinced.
Not to
I-
mention the
How
fact
do they
that-
go to the bathroom?
That's what I was gonna say.
How
So
do
it's
they
like
go
a
to the bathroom?
flap over their asshole. As soon as they go to take a shit, you've got a
gem, a fake gem encrusted
a
with cat
shit.
shit.
Yeah, a shit encrusted gem hanging from your cat's ass. That just does not seem like something that's really gonna fly.
And if you have two cats, I would imagine the other cat's going to want to play with it. So it's just gonna encourage like cat claws on anal.
So
Well,
No.
I mean, Amy makes a good point. If we can't find ordering information, then it might
I'm
not
hoping
be
it's
legit.
not.
Well, what
because,
did we
like,
say
that's
about
how
anuses? You know, they must
Everybody's
be-
got one,
and
some
they
are
must
better
be
than others.
expressed.
They must
I must be expressed.
This thing
Don't,
goes on
don't
and
try too
on.
hard to be funny.
Bonus.
just let it happen.
Sorry,
some shipping
folks.
information.
Here we go.
Oh
Buy
my-
now.
Only $6.
$6.
$5.99. And you
Six-
get a free sticker.
You know what? Listen.
$1
A
shipping.
free
Go to
sticker
Michael's.
Also for your cat's butt.
Go to
Maybe
Michael's, get a fucking gem and a tube of super glue, and this thing is covered.
Okay, so pugs also
Christ.
also carry their tails up.
Your pug
So
would
I
like
see my
this.
pug's asshole all the time.
Yeah.
It's in fact he crawls around on me and sometimes like, oh, thanks for the butt, Oliver, right in my face. But Oliver, yeah. So so it's not just for cats, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Don't
so-
pigeonhole the marketing.
Yeah, really,
Exactly.
yeah.
Don't pitch
So-
it.
You're limiting your
That's
sales.
speciesism is what they're
Goddamn
doing
right.
there. It's goddamn speciesism.
You know, there's a baby Jesus butt plug also.
You know what?
That segues nicely.
Go to
Yeah.
go to Facebook. I want to show you something.
right.
Oh, good. I'm glad I don't have to do
Go
that.
to
on
Facebook.
Facebook.
Now go to the search bar and type in Oliver the Pug.
God. He's that guy.
Christian.
He's that guy.
This
He
is
has
you.
it.
You have the.
I've got the
you have
control
the-
over this. Okay.
Oliver the pug.
Oliver.
How many friends does Oliver the Pug have?
He's got a few. There he
Probably
is.
more than
There he
me.
is.
Does
Click
he have
there.
his own page?
Click there.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my.
Now, and also Oliver makes videos.
Wow.
Listen, you already plugged your stupid fucking emo puppet band. You get one
There's
plug per
so many
episode.
more things to plug, dude.
74
But
friends.
the creative drive doesn't end when CFR ends.
You're dressing up. Oh,
Well, you know
he
what's
got
funny about
animals
that?
dressed
You know,
as
see
idiots.
that picture right there? You know who did that?
No.
His fucking vet did that and sends
Wow.
it to us.
Well, I'm fairly certain that this picture is going to show up on another little page called "Animals Dressed Like Idiots."
yes.
Fairly
yes.
certain.
Scroll
that
down.
that's gonna-
Scroll down. Scroll down.
Do I have to?
Scroll down
Now,
a little bit more.
Do I
Did the
have
vet do
to?
this for
Scroll
everyone,
down
or
a little
does he
bit
have
more.
a special
For everyone.
obsession? Oh,
There
okay.
you go. This is a really good video. This is Oliver talks about the first day of school.
Hello, everyone. It's Oliver here. I'm back from my first day of school. I took my new backpack, and I just wanted to wish everyone a very happy first day of school. Study hard and have a good school year, okay? All right. Bye-bye.
You are absolutely an old lesbian.
I know.
You are making your fucking.
And you know
dog
what? And you
talk.
know what? I'm very happy. I am very
That's
happy.
the part that pisses me off the most.
Taking up quilting.
People love that shit.
154 people.
I
Like,
probably should go ahead and like this page.
you probably should.
Probably.
And if you
should.
if you like that page, you might get a personal message from Oliver. Although I should probably give one to Amy because I think I've got more bridges to repair over there.
We'll catch up with that one later.
Yeah,
Well,
you're on the back
I haven't-
burner,
well,
Emily.
I haven't
Sorry.
totally destroyed this over here yet.
Amy, it's me, Oliver. I just wanted to let you know that if you and I were stranded on a desert
He has
island,
a British accent. Get a British accent.
the only
I
did it.
He didn't have a British
Or
accent.
it's not
He's
Oliver
supposed to.
Twist.
That's the joke, yes.
Oh,
But
I see.
anyway.
Okay.
If we were stranded on a desert island, the only ship we would need is a friendship. Right, Amy?
Trying too hard.
Friends me.
Oliver.
That was Oliver, not
Oliver.
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 Oliver, thank
Oliver.
you.
Oliver.
Thank you.
Oliver. Admit.
Hello?
Hey, admit it.
Hello?
If we were stranded on a desert island,
Yes?
I would end up dying and you would eat me. You would eat my eyeballs out of my fucking face.
Or you would eat him to survive.
That's true.
He
So
doesn't
let's.
look like
Oliver
he's
and I have had that
substantial. He
conversation.
doesn't have a lot of meat on his bones. Pugs are kind of small. You
He's,
only get
he's
like
20 pounds.
1-2
but he's,
meals.
Yeah, he's 20
mostly
pounds, but he's
bones
super.
and-
No, he's
yeah.
super muscly. But I'm telling. I know.
Ryan
I know.
is defending.
I'm gonna.
No,
I
no,
will.
hey, no,
Does he get
it's
massages
ridiculous.
on a regular basis?
No,
Or
he
take him
doesn't.
in for
But he does get
doggy
like pug
massages?
spas whenever he goes to the vet.
Of
So
course he
it's
does.
ridiculous.
Of course
It's
he
so
does.
ridiculous. It really is.
Wow.
Very happy.
How
old
about
lesbian.
those clowns in Congress?
This is
A bunch of
it's gonna be a
clowns.
fun game to see what exactly Ryan can connect back to his pugs, no matter what topic we bring
Oh,
up.
it's pretty much anything. Also,
Improv,
you'll
actually,
hear
is-
this a lot. You'll hear this a lot. Oh, Jen loves that. Jen is so into that. That I say that all the fucking time. So yeah.
Well, the next thing we were talking about was a baby Jesus butt plug. So,
And so Jen
Jen
loves
is so
that.
into
Jen
that.
is so into
I
that.
know
wish
what
she
to get her
was.
for Christmas now.
But she's a Jew.
Exactly, you guys. It's obviously an Abraham butt plug.
Father Abraham had many bums.
Bums,
Bums. There you go.
Ryan's
plugged one
getting
of
all
them,
of his
and
Christmas
now
shopping
it's for you.
ideas taken care of with these.
pretty-
with
yeah,
these
he's gonna get his-
suggestions. We've got some for Oliver. We've got some for Jen.
Jen.
Yeah. Okay, so baby
What do you
Jesus
get?
butt
Baby
plug.
Jesus butt plug, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Now-
a thing. It's,
So you guys are very anally focused right now.
no, that's just me.
Just Christian.
I think he's trying to tell me something.
Do I need
But
to
it's
bring
so
out?
cryptic.
Do I need to
what
bring out our
possibly-
toolbox so you can just, you know? you can-
Oh, okay. Hold on. This
Okay.
is important
Speaking of
and
sex toys.
disgusting.
Okay.
And it has to do with animals. We haven't actually talked. We didn't talk about it on the
Oh,
last
we didn't-
episode.
oh, the horse
we didn't
fucker.
bring up
Oh,
the new
And
horse fucker.
improved.
this
to
is
what we
really.
want.
Oh, God.
This is really the whole.
This is
God.
when Ryan's gone.
This is the whole.
Wait a
reason-
minute. Horse fucker or horse fucky?
This is
Horse
the whole
fuck
reason
important
that
distinction.
Chicken Fried Radio had to come back. Should we display this? Is this the thing we're
The
going to play?
description says,
first
"I'm
off-
12, and what is this?"
I'm 12, and what is this? Oh no!
Oh, God.
They grew up so fast.
Hello, bud. Hello, pretty boy. Easy.
I don't want to be forced to view
Please do come
bestial
visit.
sex, guys.
Well,
just saying.
Baby. Hello, pretty one.
They're talking to a horse.
Yes.
Now this
Being very
is
sweet
a
to the
rush,
horse.
Oh, there's a bunch of horses coming up.
a piece of ecstasy.
Oh my God.
The guy who
This
said
is the
a
most
piece.
incredible turn on when I approach like this. It is the most incredible turn on.
Horses are just walking up to them.
Yo, what's up, dude? You
JRH
brain for me or
NBR.
what? A carrot?
Just the right height. No bucket is required.
I assume to stand on.
I happen
Yes.
to have a pony mare that is JRH NBR. And that's really nice because
like
you're
to see
not
that
trying
on
to
a
do a
Craigslist
balancing
person.
act standing on something. At that moment of orgasm, for lack of a better word, the
For lack of a
two
better
souls
word.
actually
It's a pretty good
merge and
word.
touch, albeit for a brief instant. And it's humbling. And yet it's so intense, it's
I'm humbled.
rejuvenating.
I am humbled.
I'm disgusted.
Mares do orgasm. Yes, they do. Call them maregasms.
They've told me.
And
Why do you
mare
have to have another name for them?
orgasms,
You know, I thought the female horse orgasm was
a lot of
myth.
times, well, they will. You can feel their muscles tense up, and they kind of oomph, for lack of a better word.
Well,
This
doesn't
guy
have much
is
of a
lacking a lot of better words.
Laurie and Michael were both sexually active with
How many words
animals
with
when
friends
they
for this
married.
guy?
oh,
With the arrival of children,
Yes.
they agreed to give up their
She
animal
fucks animals
passions.
too.
Yes.
But after a few years, Michael found this too difficult.
Just can't help myself, baby.
When you wake up in the middle of the night and your husband's not there,
I'd wear dark glasses too, honey.
the barn is rather close to the house. You know, for no reason. Okay, why is he out there?
This is ridiculous.
And
It is.
a wife.
Is it
usually
real?
knows.
I don't believe
It is
these
real.
No,
people.
I do. And
Wait.
I'll tell you why. But
I can't
we
believe this.
you saw the documentary with me.
Yeah.
It was one that had.
Mr. Hands in it?
No, I think they actually
No,
just
not
call
Mr.
it Donkey
Hands.
Fucker. Like it was, it premiered at the Sydney Film Festival a few years ago, maybe
Okay.
5 years ago, and it's about this island. Do you remember where they were set? But
Yeah, it
where
was,
the whole culture,
Oh,
the young boys are taught to practice
Horse
to
fuckery?
learn how to have
South
sex,
America somewhere.
to have sex with donkeys, and it's about
Colombia.
Colombia.
Okay. Yeah.
Columbia House Records
Columbia
and
House
Tapes.
Records.
1 cent, 12 albums.
And it's kind of it's just part of their sexual growth and discovery.
Well,
and,
no, and baby, this
and they have a guy kind of
we
like this
saw
in the documentary.
When we found Mr. Hand's video, it was one of the.
You've talked about it.
I never watched
this,
it.
This is
You've
like
talked
the
about
fact
it.
that this is just like been dropped in our fucking lap again. This is
Yeah.
crazy. That this
This
is
is clearly what we're supposed to talk about.
apparently so.
But here's my rant about
Now
this.
I believe in God.
This guy's sitting. He's talking about fucking this horse. And
He
he's
loves
saying,
this
like,
animal,
well,
but
and
not as
he's
much as I
saying-
love my pug.
You know, Jen
Nice.
would love this.
Nice.
She would love this.
You guys are great. No, Jen would actually leave the room during this, but I really resent that the guy is like, so in that moment when I have an orgasm, when we both have an orgasm, our souls meet or whatever. It's like, fuck you. You don't know what that fucking animal is feeling. That's bullshit. You're projecting what you want on it. Ugh, disgusting. That's why I was disgusted. I'm actually not disgusted by. I'm less disgusted just by the concept of different species having sex. I mean, maybe that's viable in some cases or whatever.
Well,
but,
at the very least, you have to figure
know.
he's probably not hurting it. If
I'm
he's
just
fucking
I'm-
it, it's
Probably
probably
barely
it's
feels
probably
These
not.
animals aren't giving consent. I'm
Thank you.
offended
Exactly.
by, I'm
Exactly.
offended by the lack of consent.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it's the same reason you don't have sex with children, because they can't give consent.
Okay, wait.
So-
Now I do have to quit. Now, just on a semantic level.
Are we talking
This
about the
should be
word consent?
interesting.
So Mr. Hands didn't. He was not a horse fucker. He was a horse fucky.
That's true. That's
Which
So-
is frightening.
Is it
So,
morally different?
well, that's my question. Is because if your issue is a consent issue, if Mr. Hands bends over and a horse
Perpetrates.
jams his horse penis
Yes,
Penetrates
yes,
and
yes.
perpetrates.
in his butthole,
Perforates.
Yeah.
is
did.
That's how
that
it turned out.
is it, perforates his colon? Is that is that consent? That horse is.
It's a really good
horse
question.
was asking for
Well,
it.
I mean, and
I mean,
I
like,
think
literally,
I
the
think
horse is-
I think the question is can if I don't know that the human concept of consent applies to an animal because we don't. It's a different kind of consciousness. It's a
Okay.
different kind of brain or whatever. So,
Well, no
but
shit.
I
You heard
do
about how
think
ducks do it.
Yeah, I know. So, but the point is that I just don't think it's a. I just don't think it's a good way to treat an animal. I think it's a nice way
I
to
can't
treat
believe
an
that.
animal.
I'm just asking the questions. here. I'm the one fucking defending horse fucking on Chicken Fried Radio. Well, let's think about this, guys. I mean,
That's a
fair.
complicated
That's
issue.
just how I
really
am.
complicated issue.
Well,
me, I'm the one.
I guess the thing is, I have some sympathy. I mean, it's like I don't think anyone should have to apologize for what turns them on, like ever, no matter what it is.
Sure.
But you also have to. You can't. That doesn't mean you can just act on what
Right.
it is.
I
It
mean,
really
there-
turns me
there-
on to slaughter my neighbors.
Yeah, I mean
cold
there
blood, you know,
there are
it's like,
pedophiles. There are pedophiles
Right.
who never
Who don't act.
who don't ever act
I
and don't
know
ever
some.
who have those
yeah.
urges, but keep them bottled up.
Really?
So
Yeah, really.
there's that's just a thing. You can't fault someone for what they're
No.
attracted to.
Well,
you can
it's-
just fault them for how they act.
Right, exactly. You can't fault someone for what their body does.
So, I mean, do you think the mayor, when she has or doesn't have her mayorgasm, I mean, do you think that she is bothered by it? Do you
Does
think
that
that
mean
she's
I have-
traumatized by this?
I don't know that she's
seriously,
traumatized,
what
but
I mean?
I- but
'Cause, like
I-
a kid, a human kid, as they mature and are fucked up and need therapy for the rest of their lives, I mean, you can clearly see that they've been traumatized.
Right. Well, I don't know that that whether the mayor is traumatized or gives a shit or whatever, but he's making it out to be like there's some big soul connection because they're having sex, and it's like bullshit, dude. That's you. That's like what you want. That has nothing to do with the mayor. That's bullshit. You know, well, I guess it's not. It's possibly not bullshit, but I seriously fucking doubt it.
Yeah, because what really happens is the mayor walks away thinking,
I really should end things with him. I'm just waiting for
I really don't know how to start this conversation.
I'm just not feeling it anymore.
Literally. Have you felt the horse cock? I mean, Jesus Christ,
I don't respect him anymore.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, the mayor's just like, what's going on back there?
Jesus, please bring some game.
This again, huh?
It is a weird issue. There's a whole subculture like of people who seek that out and who talk about it being like some big spiritual experience.
Zoophilia.
Yeah, and it's so, human beings are odd. I don't know if you
wild
noticed.
People are wild and wacky.
Monkey juice.
Okay, so moving on.
yeah. Well, see, that's what's great about having Ryan on the show, is because normally we'd be like, he likes to fuck horses. Next.
Ryan brings
Very
an
thoughtful.
intellectual sheen to this whole whole.
That's very thin intellectual sheen, very thin layer.
All of these goes back to pugs and puppets.
There is one viewer
puppets.
now.
Oh, hello. Well, hello, viewer.
Hi, Oliver.
How are you?
It's Oliver and Jen.
Wonder if you guys can hook me
No,
up
she
with
would
that
have turned it
mayor.
off.
They don't even. Oh, definitely. They don't even know where I am.
Oh dear.
All right then.
So am I the only one that brought disturbing links to share?
Yeah, we didn't do shit to prep for this show.
We were prepared to talk about our personal lives.
Yeah, we didn't even get into that.
Okay, well
We
that's
really
fine. I was
even-
going to say, you're
like,
clearly
whatever, yeah.
prepared. You guys bathed. Your hair looks nice. You made some chai tea.
My strongest urge is to catch up everyone on what's going on with me.
Okay.
He's married now. Did you know?
I have a pug.
Are you aware that Are you aware that Ryan does improv?
Oh, Jesus.
And he's in an emo puppet band.
Thank you.
Right.
And the puppet gets all the credit.
Fragile Rock. They're on Facebook.
Emily has another podcast that she'd like to plug.
Oh,
so why
I
don't you-
learned my lesson.
Oh.
Emily's
No, I've never
Emily
been
does
on another
Emily does
podcast, and I
podcast?
love this one so much.
Yeah. I know.
She does. Let her tell you about it.
No, you're not going to let her tell me that.
Emily is polyamorous with the podcast. She's
Polypodcasteress.
Polypodcast.
Polypodcasteress.
Yeah.
Poly podcast. Yeah.
Oh, polyamory.
So what else did you bring,
Oh,
Christian?
boy.
No. Apparently, I mean, there seems to be a lot of pull in wanting.
Go ahead, Ryan. What do you want to say?
No,
What do you want to talk about? Polyamory in the holidays? Worked out for me. Just
Yeah. All right.
worked out great for me.
That's funny. Boy, there's so much to talk about there. I'm not gonna. Okay.
All right. You want to take that and run with it? All right.
No.
Well, okay.
My good friend and office mate is polyamorous.
Oh, really?
And, yeah. And
Is it a
then,
boy or a girl?
Is a boy. And
Has he dated my ex-wife yet?
no, but I have seen her at parties at his house. So.
Oh.
Wow.
So,
Say what?
We know who this is.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So what form does it take? He's got.
He has 2 girlfriends at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Okay.
Bill.
He's a good guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, Bill.
My dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit.
Bill.
Shiny fat girl.
That is a very
It's a small
It
community.
is a very
It's
small
pretty-
community.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we
Crazy
get into this
Venn
a little
diagram
bit,
that
just a little
happens in
bit.
that world.
That I was part of that community briefly. Didn't really.
But when you're part of
What?
the
Until
community,
they took a vote and expelled you?
No, they were more than happy to have me. I just didn't decide to stick around.
But when you're part of that community, there's no public pretense of monogamy, right? You're not.
Correct.
This
Oh,
is
no.
not like when you're in an
No,
open
no.
relationship
No.
and yet you're socially monogamous.
Oh no.
Right.
The whole
no,
point
no,
is
is
to live
ethical.
openly.
Ethical non-monogamy
Right.
is
Right.
the word that they use.
That is what Dan Savage uses, but it does.
Yes.
You know, it applies to lots of. It can apply to different relationship structures.
Sure.
And so,
Yes, it can.
There's the open relationship
Right.
versus
Right.
polyamory.
That's
And so
correct.
Right.
In polyamory,
Yeah,
there's
the
not
don't
going to
ask,
be.
don't tell.
Yeah, generally an open relationship implies that you don't meet your primary partner's you're not involved in your primary partner's other relationships, and they're not involved in yours. So
right, and polyamory is one big fun fest.
You're more entwined in one another's lives. And in my previous marriage, I guess we'll just fucking talk about it. Yes, in my previous marriage, it was decided that we would give this a shot.
It is decided.
I know. Thank you for using the passive voice there.
Well,
all right. Yeah,
it's kind of
a judge came down and ruled that you guys are
mistakes were made.
I actually decided and came in over and told them that this is what's happening.
Ryan said
you're now a polyamorous.
You're now a polyamorous.
Actually, I do have a funny story about Ryan and polyamory. Because
how far are we going back here?
No, well, so this happened. Like my ex-wife, because for long-time listeners, you're like, what the fuck's going on? Yes, Amy and I are married. I get on. Did we ever even really talk about the fact that anyway, whatever.
Last episode, yeah.
Okay, so man, this is uncomfortable.
You don't have to do this. You don't have to go here.
No, why the fuck not? So my ex-wife, we opened up our marriage, and not long after, we went to. Did we go to lunch, or did we just end up in the same? No, we went to lunch. Ryan and I went to lunch. And Ryan had recently started dating.
That's the detail we're
your wife.
Over.
Your now wife.
Oh, I know what you're going to say. And this is something I want to bring up.
and Ryan,
I'm like, God damn it!
Exactly. Because
I missed my chance.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute.
Not with me.
I totally missed my chance.
Eskimo brothers?
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, you wanted to date TE? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. That's exactly what I wanted. What I'm trying to say.
No, Ryan was
sushi, or what? Would you guys go to eat?
It was
sushi. I mean, okay. I just needed to
It probably was. I think it was.
It was. It was a roll-on.
We ran into them there.
Yeah,
you guys go roll on a lot.
So
well, we're actually the apartments we're moving in when our new house is being built.
What is that?
Those apartments.
I know a few things.
You know a few things.
Yes, I was very annoyed by the fact that you guys became polyamorous
right after
I got involved with my now wife. Yeah. Yes, I will admit to that.
I mean, I'm not saying you dodged a bullet, but I might say you dodged a bullet.
Oh,
wow.
I mean, my ex-wife is lovely. Wow. She goes through the boys very quickly.
I know several of them. I'm friends with several of them.
Yeah, that's right. You guys.
I run into the ex-wife when she's on dates with many of my friends.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it's
so
true.
Sexy.
Is it? I don't know.
Want some popcorn?
Yeah. I can. Yeah. But yes, I think she's lovely as well. I had dinner with her and Jenna and Maya, and me and Jen had dinner with her and Jenna and Maya and a friend of mine that she was dating like maybe 5 months ago, maybe more than that. Anyway, but but they're no longer dating. But
like I said, it's hard to keep up. And that is not a judgment. I'm really you're looking at me like it really isn't. It really is.
I'm just taking it all in, bro.
I'm just thinking of 90s sitcoms where like they start a new season and they've got all new characters and an all new setting. And that's kind of what this new season of CFR is like.
That's exactly what this is.
Amy and I are now switched out for Melissa and Chrissy.
I don't even know I don't think Toby ever even met Melissa.
Yeah,
she was in a couple of episodes. She was there.
Yeah, but I don't know.
We were making lentils and she burned them.
That did happen.
What?
That was another one of
Christian's. Another one.
Christian's women who. One of the other ladies that Christian was fucking who was on the podcast.
Let me bring out a phone book of Austin. That's wonderful.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
awkward silence.
Polyamory was not something that we felt we could maintain. It wasn't.
I couldn't either myself.
It wasn't a fit
personally.
for us.
Yeah, it wasn't
me neither.
So, and it was.
And I think it just depends on who you're with, and how.
Oh, and it's a total. And let me just be 100% clear. It's a totally valid choice and totally works for a bunch of people, and that's
absolutely.
Awesome.
But our foundation, having dated that way, having met that way, I think laid one of communication and honesty and openness, and so I mean, you talk about everything all the time.
Right.
And everybody's taking
it's exhausting. It's exhausting. It really is exhausting.
Well, and I think that's why I can't do it, because I'm too sensitive and I'm too insecure, and it's like I can't. There's no way.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Insecurity, Jesse.
Because there's no way I can. There's no way I can do it. So I just can't.
Yeah.
But Jen doesn't have any interest either. So. That's good.
It
Although,
doesn't make sense for us.
aforementioned person that has parties that my office mate, Jen dated him like a couple of times before we ever met. So,
my dad.
Yeah, Bill.
Oh.
I will say it was kind of weird because as we briefly discussed last episode, Amy and I are burners, which is, we go to Burning Man and other events like those. And it was interesting when I started dating and you get on OkCupid and you're polyamorous and you're a burner, then you put in all your information and like all your friends just pop up. Like you're like the people holy shit, all your matches are people that you already fucking know.
Right.
It was a very strange
There's a lot of overlap in that community.
Yeah. The improv community.
Apparently
is
the
like
improv
that too.
community.
The improv community, and it has crossover with the burner community and with polyamory community.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, and that's
and Renfest.
That's actually
that is true
as well. Yep.
And a few other things.
Well, and I haven't been to
those
Burning Man, but
parties
it definitely does take on that reputation that you go there to fuck. So
Renaissance Festival?
Burning Man. I'm sorry.
Oh, Burning Man.
Did I say Ren Fair? I did not mean.
No, I said Ren Fair.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I think it's unfortunate that that's what is like the bumper sticker.
And so it gets a little tiresome to hear about it because people. It just becomes a wet dream for a lot of people.
Yeah,
I would think
that's not my experience with it.
I would think that the other reason that the other reputation it has is that you go there to do drugs.
Right.
And that's easy for people to understand. We've talked about that.
Yes, we have.
It's real easy to.
It's very easy to pigeonhole because that makes a real good. Yes, that makes a real good.
Selling point,
soundbite or article that's very easy for people to understand. Oh, naked hippies in the desert doing drugs, fucking. Oh, I know what that is.
Right.
No, you don't. Like it's not like it's not even. That if you want, sure, it can be that, but I mean that's sort of the point of that event is it can be whatever the fuck you want it to be.
Right.
But I think that says something more about our culture. That the first thing when you say you can go out in the middle of the desert and do whatever you want, and be whoever the fuck you want to be for a week, and you can, and it's an entire city, literally a city with fire stations and hospitals and an airport and fucking classes and schools and so you have a city in the desert that you can do whatever you want, and it's anything that you make it. Oh. Yeah, fucking and drugs. Yeah. Like, what does that say about our culture?
Right.
That's the initial, immediate thing that you.
That's
that you
well,
jump to.
Those are the those are the only things you feel limited by in your normal life.
Possibly so. Yeah.
Right. And I got to the point in my life where it's like.
Oh, do you
fucking and drugs?
No?
I don't.
Okay.
I've never have. I'd kind of like to, but
well,
fucking and drugs are now boring. Like, I mean, it's not, I mean, relative to a lot of other things you do, they're just not the draw that they were like, 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's
for
just
you,
like,
it's not your thing. And that's
like,
and there's plenty of people that go out there.
You don't know my guy.
And don't have that experience, you know.
That you fuck or that you get drugs from.
Burning Man is still for you, yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'd love to go to Burning Man. I'd love to check it out. It would be awesome.
And it might even be more fun because you're not going to be distracted by those
by fucking and drugs.
Draws.
So
yeah, it opens you up to experience so much more.
I mean, I'd love to go. Here's the thing. How sweaty am I going to be?
Very.
You're going to be,
It's a dry
it is a
heat.
very dry heat. Actually, if you live in Austin, Burning Man, it's like, I love to go to Burning Man because it's fucking great. Yeah, it's 100 degrees during the day, but you walk literally under any shade and it feels like it's about 75.
Okay.
It's no, the weather is actually fantastic.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah,
because you guys know
the weather is Oh, I know
you
about
have
you.
A medical
you
condition.
and your medical condition.
I know you do, Mr.
What?
His super sweaty. His
hyperhidrosis.
I have a friend. I have a friend who has hyperhidrosis.
He's right here.
And
so
I have another friend. No, a friend. A friend. Actually.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Oh,
it's
I wanna
Oliver.
hold your
It's
hand.
Oliver the pug has hyperhidrosis.
Shake it.
No, the guy who plays piano for my musical improv troupe.
Jesus
Seriously,
Christ.
he does. He has.
Is this Fragile Rock? Is that
No,
what you're
this
talking
is
about?
another
Well,
one.
no, he's most of them are
This
made out of
is
felt.
Laser
One is
Wolf,
a sponge. She's
my
just gonna
improvised musical improv troupe, which plays tomorrow night at the Hideout Theater.
Christ almighty.
That's okay. This show is airing on the 15th of December, so sorry. Yeah, too late.
None of my plugs.
Go back in time.
I think we've actually gone overtime at this point. I mean, we could make this a supersized holiday episode. I don't give a fuck. But
I know Ryan has some more.
Ryan's gonna get the fuck out of here.
I guess we gotta.
He has an audition, you guys. He
does
I do have an audition.
Well, good luck and break a leg and all that business. Does anybody have anything at the end that they want to add? Anything we want to talk about specifically?
So you guys,
you never brought it full circle into how that's your
holidays.
polyamory.
So
because you said don't ever trim the tree with your two girlfriends.
Okay,
and,
so
that never went anywhere.
Here's what happened. So we're polyamorous, and that works out great as long as my ex-wife is fucking dudes and having fun. And I'm not.
So she was
you weren't allowed to have
she
sex
was
with men when you were.
I was, but I.
Oh yeah,
that
that's true.
That's not a thing either. Well, not anyway.
Whoa.
Okay, that's all right.
So as long as
so it was an interesting dynamic because it wasn't the sort of thing where I was super jealous and like I can't handle this kind of like actually that part of it I was like yeah, all right, whatever. And then I meet this fantastic lady over here, and then the shit hits the fucking fan.
Of course.
Like that was it was an interesting experience because I think that, and this is at the time people grow, people change, but at the time it was a new thing in our relationship, and I don't think my ex-wife handled that very well with me. Like I was actually kind of okay with it. It was like, man, all right, whatever. But when the shoe was on the other foot, I don't think she ever thought that far in advance. Like, because it was like, this is something I want, and I'm getting it. This is great. Oh, and you can do it too.
And it's thought to be easier for women to find sex partners.
Sure. And then once it.
What is this crazy notion you're spouting?
And then once the roles were reversed, it was very, very difficult for her to be okay with it. The upshot is, this one, Amy and I went on a little. We go on this little trip, where we're like we say some things on the trip, like we figure some stuff out, and things become kind of non-negotiable. Like this sort of becomes non-negotiable. Like and. So we get back.
About 6 months in.
Yeah, about 6 months in.
Into dating at this point.
I was told not to get a tattoo, not to get a fucking matching tattoo. And no uncertain terms are you to get a tattoo.
Not a matching.
A matching.
This is because I am Lydia, the tattoo lady.
Yes, as Christian referred to you
in
your first meeting.
So this is your ex-wife's
my ex-wife,
requirement.
Yes, because we were like, kind of talking about
as part of the terms of your relationship.
Yes, and she was like, "You're not fucking doing that, right?" So we go to Vegas on this trip, and I'm like, "Okay, no tattoo." We get matching piercings.
Same thing.
Is it?
No,
Is
it's
it?
not.
Okay, well,
but I can tell you,
yes.
I know who would say that.
Yeah. It was said. So we get back.
And it's totally not because I used to have piercings and I have no piercings now. So but anyway.
So I get back and
Was
literally
it a tongue piercing. Can I?
No, I still have it.
Back of the neck. He's still got.
Okay. I haven't seen this.
Yeah, I had to take mine out.
It's a nape piercing. It's just basically you jam a stick through the back of your neck,
like you do.
And
I've actually never seen that before. That's really interesting.
So we get these piercings. I come home.
Frankenstein.
Amy is supposed to be coming over for. It's
middle of December.
Middle of December, middle of December. Amy's supposed to be coming over to help us trim the Christmas tree and set up the decorations. It's going to be a big family thing
with the 10-year-old child
and the wife, like because we're polyamorous and everything's great and everything's working out fine. And,
so harmonious.
And then the wife sees Then the wife, Then the wife sees the piercing, and that didn't go well. And
she shatters some family heirlooms. What happened? One or two.
I love the non-committalness
that,
over here.
That really was pretty much. I think that was the beginning of the end. Really was when it became clear.
The end of the beginning.
I never, for being as close as to both of you as I used to be, I never heard much about how it all happened.
Yeah.
And which is okay. It's fine. But it is kind of like I mean. It was it was shocking, you know.
Yeah.
So,
because we were together
for a long time,
2 decades.
But
high school sweethearts.
But that's also. But I think that also says something about the position that I had y'all's relationship in my head. You know, not necessarily.
Well,
where
and that
it
was
in
definitely
yours.
part of that relationship for a long time. Was we were sort of required to stay together because you were expected to, because everyone holds you up as this, because it was a 23-year relationship that frankly.
And there's a certain mystique to marrying your high school sweetheart, and I know maybe 3 couples that way. But
I can tell you too, though, if I had.
I don't want to be married to my high school sweetheart.
Well, I think it's
for sure.
an insane recipe. I like you because you grow so much between you and high school. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that you're not together when I think about it. You know? So.
Totally different people.
Exactly.
Right. Totally.
Yeah,
and I'm frankly super happy that, like, you know, I haven't gotten married a year ago. When I'm 46 years old, it's like it works really well because we know who we are now. Yeah. We know what we want. You know.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, so I guess the upshot is don't go on vacation, get a matching piercing with your girlfriend, bring her home, and expect to trim the holiday tree with your wife, because it only leads to divorce.
Can we write a song about this?
That's
Don't go Polly for the holidays.
That's the upshot, kids. So that's my holiday
episode.
That's my holiday story.
Holidays.
Christmas has never quite been the same since, literally. Literally never been the same since.
Wow.
Well, so Abby and I used to be on the show.
Anyone listening knows who Abby is.
Who?
We
talk into the microphone.
We used to say, you know, if Toby and Mrs. Toby ever get, I don't know where we are.
If they ever get divorced, then we'll have to.
Yeah, she did say, like, well, you know, if they get divorced, then there's no hope for any of us.
And oddly, like, I mean, for probably, I don't want to say that the marriage was a sham for the last 5 years. I mean, it was not what I would call a happy marriage.
I just got some Facebook messages from my wife, who really doesn't know where I am, because she went to get her nails done, and then I told her I was probably not going to do this, and then I just took off, and so she says, "This is funny. Hey, babe, where you at? Where is my husband?" Lots of question marks and lots of exclamation points. "I hope you've been kidnapped by Liv Tyler for your sake, not mine, and are having a great time."
Well, I'm no Liv Tyler, Ryan.
He might be going Polly for the holidays too.
I'll do my best.
No, definitely.
Congratulations.
Well,
but yeah,
you've got to impress her dad first.
Steven?
Yeah.
Dude looks like a lady.
There you go.
All right, kids. Is that it?
Yes,
we're going to end on this site on that note.
Go.
All right. Well, this is Chicken Fried Radio. If you have something for the show, you can call us at 678-FOUL. I'm going to have to mute Ryan. 678. God damn it. 678-FOUL rant. You can email the show at jackasses@chickenfriedradio.com. Visit our subreddit over there on over on the Reddit. You can find us over there. See you. Bye, kids. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Holy shit.
life. Then again, it might make you sing. Take it, blind. Marijuana. Two, three, four.